may be seated. Parents, students, and faculty, as president of the Ebenezer chapter of the National Junior Honor Society, I wish to welcome you to our 2017 introduction ceremony. We would like to thank Mr. Whitestone, Ms. Robinson, Mrs. Dodds of National Honor Society, and members of the board, Margie Glock, Margie Larison, Mark Brumley, Tina Fiore, Glenn Jones. The purpose of this ceremony is to induct newly elected members into our chapter based on their demonstration of the 5 qualities the society holds in high esteem. The National Honor Society has existed for over 70 years to encourage secondary students to prepare themselves for useful roles in our society. The members of the National Honor Society must strive to maintain and protect both personal and national honor. Our Vice President, Jalen Freed.
James Murrow said national honor is national property of the highest value. If national honor is a prized possession, personal honor should be a cornerstone for all of our activities throughout our lives. Personal honor is made up of 5 qualifications of our society: scholarship, character, leadership, service, and citizenship. As a background for these qualities, we must never forget the great need for brotherly love throughout our country and the world. Another great American, George Washington, talked about the love of country. Be Americans, let there be no north, south, east, or west. You are all dependent upon one another and should be one in union. In one word, be a nation, be Americans, and be true to yourselves. We need these qualifications to advance the welfare of our school, our community, and our country. Our secretary, Katie Bergman, will explain the qualification of scholarship.
Scholarship means a commitment to learn. A student who values scholarship is willing to spend hours reading and studying. Knowing the lasting benefits of learning, we should continue to learn even when formal education has ended. For education only ends with the end of life, which leads to the highest success. And it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Candidates must have the commitment to continually expand their world through opportunities and scholarship. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, and the light which illuminates the future. Where there is no vision, people perish. Our Vice President, Jalen Freed, will explain the quality of character.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes the person from others. It gives each one individuality. It is a product of daily striving that makes the right choice to maintain our self-respect and self-control. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. Character is a virtue that begins as a spark and becomes a glowing flame, bright enough to light the way of all who see it. Our president will now discuss the quality of leadership.
A person who is a leader should be a wholesome influence on those around him. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leaders strive to train and help others to be independent. The price of leadership sacrifices the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. It is not always popular to lead, but a leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. We need wise leadership to build for the future. We can compare leadership to keystone of the Roman bridge. Without the keystone, the bridges would have collapsed. Today, leaders must be resourceful, responsible, dependable, and take initiative, and above all, be honorable. We must develop and nurture our leaders, for it is they who contribute and help improve the quality of our schools, communities, and our country. It is the bright torch of leadership which gives light to those who will follow. Now our Vice President will discuss service.
Serving others gives us a form of happiness in this world. Much has been given to us and much will be expected from us. We are in this world to serve each other. Service is giving of ourselves and of our time willingly and cheerfully for the benefit of others. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. The light of service to others and ourselves leads to a life of useful happiness. Katie, our secretary, will explain how citizenship is also a part of what we do.
As citizens of this country, we have an obligation to live up to the democratic ideals given to us by the founders of our country. As good citizens, we are bound to live up to the laws and guidelines that unite us as a civilized society. Good citizens work together to improve not only your lives, but also the lives of all our fellow citizens. We appreciate and respect the freedom and the justice that the American form of government allows us and demonstrate participation in civic-minded activities, community involvement in school and church groups. Chastity will now explain our emblem.
The emblem of this society is a flaming torch with the letters N and S superimposed upon its face. The lighted torch represents truth and knowledge. The torch has been from the earliest times the emblem of knowledge. Unlighted, it has no power to lead and guide. It is of no effect until the touch of a match shall change it into a vital and beautiful flame. As man has long lighted a torch to guide him out of dark places, so all men who seek truth must light the torch of knowledge. In keeping with the emblem, our motto is, light is a symbol of truth. Our Vice President, Jalen Freed, will now say the names of the newly elected members.
At this time, will the following students come forward as your name is read? Destiny Glenn. Riley Holmes. Harper Hewling. Autumn Messer. Alyssa Picklesheimer. Hannah Roberts. Adam Schindlaber. Alexandria Smith. Bailey Tipton. Justin Triplett. Alexander Williams. Emily Mullen. Aaliyah Johnson. Samantha Petrowski. Jaden Short. Clara Tipton.
As this torch gives light to you, so may you give light to others. The National Junior Honor Society is founded upon the principles of scholarship, character, leadership, service, and citizenship. You have heard the principles explained to you, therefore please repeat after Samantha Petrowski the pledge of our society.
Will all the National Junior Honor Society member inductees please rise and raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Junior Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you.
As president of the Ebenezer chapter, I welcome you as new members who are willing to maintain and protect the principles of this society. May your hearts be symbols of love